John Stevens was appointed the chief engineer for the Panama Canal project in 1907. And after that, he went over to Europe and reorganized the Trans-Siberian and Far Eastern Railway. Quite a resume for John Frank Stevens. Not 6 days, not 6 hours, but just 15 minutes from east to west. We'll enter the tunnel at an elevation of about 2,900 feet, still 1,200 feet beneath the summit, U.S. Highway 2, the Stevens Pass ski area, and the Pacific Crest Trail. We'll drop 600 vertical feet while we're inside the tunnel, emerging at 2,300 feet above sea level. You may be able to make out the original 1893 grade of the Great Northern Railway. They actually had a station stop up here. They named it Bern. I think they thought it looked like Bern, Switzerland in the wintertime with the evergreen trees and the snow dripping off the bow. There's the grade over to the right. We're about to enter the new Cascade Tunnel, the eastern portal. Our passage will take 15 minutes. Lumberjacks came out here cutting a virgin timber in the late 1900s. They were cutting trees with a trunk thickness of between 10 and 12 feet, almost as wide as our rail cars. in about 1 mile. You're going to have a very extremely brief photo opportunity. High above us, out of sight right now on the left-hand side, lie the Alpine Lakes Wilderness Area. 615 square miles of unrivaled beauty. Over 700 jewel-like lakes lie in the subalpine and alpine terrain. Over 600 miles of hiking trails. It's a great spot to visit. You need a permit to get up there in the Alpine Lakes Wilderness. You want to get this photo coming up here in just a few moments. Set your cameras on video. The view from the left I like to call a sneak peek into heaven as we cross the Foss River Bridge. The half second that our train is on the bridge, that your window is on the bridge, you have to get this vista. On the left, looking right up the Foss River into the Alpine Lakes Wilderness area. On the left, you'll see Bald Eagle Peak. On the right, Malachi Creek. Folks on the right-hand side of the train can aim their cameras down the Foss River into the Ty River Valley. I'll try to cue you when the locomotive is on the bridge, and you can start your video. All right, the locomotive is on the bridge. You can start your video. Skykomish, translated from the Lushootseed language of the coastal Salish people into English, means upriver people. On the right-hand side of the train, we picked up the South Fork of the Skykomish River. We'll be following the stream downriver for about 14 miles. The town of Skykomish got its start around 1890, some say, because it was the last flat spot before the last grade up to Stevens Pass. As you can see, the tracks run right through the center of town. It was a railroad yard back there, and it housed helper engines, snow plows, track repair equipment, and all manner of things railroading. It was a railroad town for well over 100 years. As we pass through town, over on the left, you may spot the 1894 Great Northern Railway Depot that's been repurposed to a small museum. aim your camera straight out the left-hand window and slightly down. At the same time, if you raise your camera, you may be able to catch 323-foot bridal veil falls across the river coming out of Mount Index. I'll try to cue you when the locomotive is on the bridge for your shot of Sunset Falls.
So beautiful.
Also, over on your left, you're watching 5,900-foot Mount Index, a solid granite mountain. Falls.
Sunset Falls. Ah, there it is.
Okay. Wow.
100 acres of blueberries, different strains, planted at different times. Many of them are now old enough, mature enough to be harvested. If you look slightly behind the train on the right-hand side back there, you get a good